Keep watching to meet one of America's top trial lawyers, Ron Kramer.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of Michael J. Swanson. Michael is the author of How David Beats Goliath and is the CEO of Advocate Capital. And now, here's Michael.
Attorney Ron Kramer founded the Kramer Law Group in 2004 in West Jordan, Utah, with a commitment to provide outstanding customer service to his clients. In 1992, Attorney Kramer graduated from Brigham Young University with a BA in International Relations and then went on to earn his Juris Doctorate at the University of the Pacific's McGeorge School of Law in 1996. He has been particularly active in continuing legal education for Utah attorneys, being named to the Education Committee of the Utah Association for Justice and ultimately gaining its chairmanship in 2010. The UAJ honored Attorney Kramer for his work by giving him its Excellence in Education Award. Attorney Kramer is committed to achieving the best possible outcomes for his clients. And now, here's Ron Kramer. Hi, Ron. Thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure. Good to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking time away from your busy practice. I know you're helping people all day, but we wanted to get the word out about the important work that plaintiff lawyers like you are doing around the country. And earlier, you told me about a case you had that involved the LDS Church and the Boy Scouts of America in a lightning incident. Can you tell us about that case?
Right. This case happened maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and at a Boy Scout camp in central Utah. And there's two 12-year-old boys excited to be in the scouting program. This is their first scout camp. They went together, best friends, lived across from each other at an apartment complex. And here they are in the middle of Utah at the scout camp, and beautiful location. One of the problems, though, is they were not given good instruction on what to do during a lightning storm. And this area got lightning storms during the summer. It was considered to be the monsoon season where weather would come in and there could be these lightning storms. Yeah. So one of these lightning storms came up, and it came in hard and fast, and they wanted to get to shelter, and the best place to go for them was back to their tent, which happened to be up on a ridge. And that's not where you want to go during a lightning storm, right? You want to be low. You preferably want to be in a permanent structure, someplace that is grounded, is made of wood and things like that. Yeah. So they went up to their tent. That's where they wanted to go. And tent provides no cover, no protection during a lightning storm. And so they were making their way up the hill. There was no leaders around to give them any direction or guidance. And they were doing what they thought they should be doing, which is getting to shelter. Really, I think what they were thinking of doing is getting out of the rain, right? Getting out of the elements. And just very shortly before they got to the tent, maybe like 50, 75 feet, a lightning strike came down and hit one of these boys, and he went down. And this was sadly a fatal injury for him. And his friend was sort of hit as well, not like his other friend though, but he experienced injuries. But it was just tragic. And really, the tragic thing about this was that it could have been prevented with just a little bit of instruction and training, a little bit of guidance from the leaders, from the scout organization, from the local council, and it wasn't provided. And a boy lost his life. And this is the family's oldest boy, right? He was a family with 4 kids. Their oldest brother is gone. Wow. And it's just tragic and just so unnecessary. And it's more tragic because the Boy Scouts had a history of lightning injuries and lightning deaths at their camps. Yes. So you'd think they'd have their act together, right? But no, they did. They paid lip service to lightning safety and had no real effective plans or policies on what to do during lightning storms. And so this boy fell victim to that.
Yeah.
That day.
So what happened with the case then?
So we filed suit, and we proceeded against the Boy Scouts of America as well as the local council that the boys were a member of, and we litigated the case right up to trial. 2 days before trial, the case resolved. But during this time, I learned a lot about lightning safety, and what you should do during a lightning storm and what not to do during a lightning storm. I learned about all these other lightning injuries and fatalities that the Boy Scouts had, and they kept lists of all these things, right? They knew this is going on.
Wow.
And again, they did nothing effective to fix it. And I know the National Weather Association had issues with the Boy Scouts safety record, which was not good for lightning safety.
My goodness.
And quite a few people in the government weather groups had issues with the way the Boy Scouts kept their youth safe during lightning storms, thunder activities.
So I think this is a good case that you were telling me, though, that not only were you able to help the plaintiff's family, but there were some longer term or broader changes in terms of safety that were a result of this.
Yeah. So the Boy Scouts partnered with the LDS Church, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and here in Utah, that was back in the day. That was the youth activity for these boys 12 to 14, 15, 16 years old was the Boy Scouts of America. Mm-hmm. It was only like 7 or 8 years ago, but it seems so long compared to where the Boy Scouts have gone to now, right? But they did partner with the LDS Church back then. And, one of the other issues was that the LDS Church would call, volunteer scout leaders without really any training. They would just pick these men, these lay persons, with no experience or training in the scouting organization and put them in as scout leaders, right? Without giving them training, without, explaining safety protocols and things like that to them. And I know that after our case resolved, the LDS Church did put out some instructional videos on lightning safety, which I was happy to see.
Yeah.
Because they needed lightning safety, and they need lightning safety to be taught to the youth, and to not just the boys, but to the young women, to the leaders that chaperone these activities.
Sure.
Everyone needs to be on the same page in terms of lightning safety. I mean, I've been to some activities where, because I'm LDS as well, where you have lightning storms coming in and everyone's just sort of standing around, right? So yeah. Where's the protocol? So I'm happy to see that they're getting serious about lightning safety.
Excellent. Because
no one needs to die because of this. And right. if everyone knows the right protocols, people can get to safety and they can be safe during these lightning storms.
Well, I think it's a great story, although most of the cases that plaintiff lawyers like you work on start with a tragedy, many of them. Many times they have results that go beyond helping the plaintiff, but make the world a safer and better place for everyone else. So thank you for taking that case and pursuing that and getting those changes made. And we appreciate you being here today. Thank you, Ron.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching. Send your questions or comments to Michael at mike@howdavidbeatsgoliath.com.